All right, guys, what's up? It's another slow day in the market after that interesting sell off yesterday. And I'm going to do this wrap here because I am up a negligible amount, maybe like $16 after fees. Nothing's really going on. And it looks like everything wants to trap everybody. Actually, I might take a trade here on this nonsense. VSEE. This one's annoying because it keeps just like being in range. Anyways, let's break out the video, and I'll jump back to that if it does there do anything, but I doubt it. Okay. Okay, so let's watch the first couple minutes of the open, see if there's anything we can pick apart. I was actually queued up for ready to see some good action or good volatility today. But I was also quick to back off when I saw it wasn't working because of what happened Friday on VSEE. So let's see. Yeah, I'm watching 10x, which is 10x Therapeutics. They had a private placement that was oversubscribed. Basically, a lot of people wanted to buy private shares of that nonsense, and I was like, all right, that's good enough for a trade. I took a position there. I was in at 93, selling there for. Oh no, not selling there. I tried to get out on the ask, and I think I moved the stock or I didn't move it, and then I just exited there before it did that little fleshy thing. That was my first trade. Not too shabby. LYT right here looking tepid, and so I just kept focusing on 10x, even though it was looking like it was downtrending below everything and like it would not play ball. And it looks like there are buyers coming in. Yeah. Yeah, but it already back checks twice. I'm like, I don't know what this thing's doing. It doesn't look promising. SMX, I actually ended up taking a trade on this one, but it has such low volume, didn't have much follow through. I'll show that when it opens. LYT, I was watching in the corner of my eye, and then this 10x starts popping up again. I'm like, well, I kind of want to take it. I think I do, but I was very cautious, maybe a little too cautious there. I could have gotten a little bit earlier. Good fill there. Bought the bid and got out. Not looking great here as it's hesitating, and I'm still in defense mode on the buy the bid. I don't see a reason to get aggressive on this, as I just feel, it's not SSR. I think shorts are just going to once it starts to show any sort of weakness like that, just blow through it. I'm even canceling orders when it's getting down to the levels, because stuff like that. And I grab it down here. It actually ends up going against me like $200 or so. And then I'm like, well, it's low enough. I'll hold it for a second. It's not continuing downwards. It's kind of hesitating. I'm gonna wait for a little bit of relief buy here before getting out, and I get out right there for a small maybe 30 $40 loss. Um, and it continues a little bit lower, kind of confirming what I thought, and that's 10x, and that was this action right here. Um, Still watching it though. Still, I think I take one more trade on this, and I'm willing to get back in. This thing looks like it can be volatile enough. The float's right; it's around like 1 or 2 million, and it's moved in a okay way so far. And I'm also green on it, which is all positive things. Um, Caution note: it is in this area more prone to do breakdowns, so I am keeping that in mind. And these things like to get faked out. These tails, the bottoming hammer thing right there. Okay. Let's see if I can fast forward. Honestly, I'm a little bit bored by today. Today is just I it was like a break of expectations basically. I liked I liked that yesterday sold off really hard in the overall market, but I didn't really take any trades because nothing was happening so much in the small cap. I wasn't really comfortable trading Tesla, so I only traded it for like a second on 50 shares. It was crazy. It was like the spread was $10 yesterday. Near the open, then it tightened up. I don't think that was a functional spread because like I kept throwing tester shares through that, and I kept getting filled on the entries and exits like within probably about 50 cents of each other, and then I did a 50 share trade, and it filled fine too. But it looked a lot scarier than it actually was. Um, yeah. Okay. So I'm here. I'm waiting for a little fail out. I'm still on defense because it doesn't look fantastic, but I think that I can capture some spread here if it kind of breaks down a little bit. So that's what I'm waiting for there. Um, well, I'm just gonna let this play because it's the open. It's good to see this type of volatility. Uh, VSEE was popping up early, but I think it did end up getting pinned in like a kind of like a 20-cent range there, and yeah, yeah. These days are pretty dangerous um, because the volatility is just different. It's just different than it normally is. Okay, so here's the hall open. I was a little bit unprepared here. I wasn't really watching it. I was watching 10x, and I would say that was a mistake to not be prepared. Um, but okay, let's watch this. It is doing a back check here, not dying, and I grab it, get a good fill, and I try to get out on the ask, like the high of the spread, 2 times in the 80s and in the 60s, and I don't get filled, and so I cut it right there, and I was okay doing that. You know, it was super spready, volatile, and if you, oh, I'll actually replay that because you didn't see the most valuable part. Okay, let me back that up. Back that up to there, and then I will adjust this here. Okay, so this is the level 2 that I'm looking at here, and this is SMX. It's halted at the moment. It's about to come out of the halt. And so what I was saying is I wasn't watching that. I was watching 10x when it came out of the halt, and theoretically that I might have been a little bit too late, and that was a mistake to not be ready for it. So. Um, Okay, now I'm there. Does its back check. It holds. I'm in. Great price. And I try to get out on the ass right there. I don't get filled, so I cancel it. Try to get out again at 80s. I cancel it. And honestly, the bid never really jumps up that high. Let's rewatch a couple seconds of this. Okay, and at 26, yeah, the highest the bid ever got was like the 60s. And so if you look here, this is the volume up here, and it's only at 550,000, and it's just usually in order for something to trade more liquid, probably in order for market makers to jump in on it most likely has to be like above 1 or 2 million, even this early in the morning. So that was an okay trade, and I think that was the last one I took on it. Let's fast forward to this next. Okay, I took a couple trades here. LYT. This annoying little schmite. So I missed it earlier because it just looked horrid, just selling off there. And I was trading other stuff, and then it pops, and I'm like, arr, arr, why does it pop? And now it shoots up to 8, back checks these levels here, whether it's this ascending line, and then the VWAP is right there. And I'm like, what do I do now? How do I get in on this? And where can I feel relatively stable in it? And it's holding here. It's holding, and I want to see where I get in. Oh, nice. I get filled there, but then I cut it immediately. Interesting. Oh, so it was 2 trades. That's interesting. I didn't realize it was 2 trades there. So that was 2 back-to-back L's very fast. The second trade was not appropriate. The first trade I was, I guess, sort of okay with. All right. So, Lace, give me 1 second here. There's something popping up here. Oh, Lace. What is this stupid stock? Yeah. NAR. Nothing's going on there. All right. Back to trades. Okay. So it had already back checked here. I wanted to take a position down here, and it's creeping lower. I get filled, and immediately I have to cut it. And immediately I get back in because I think it's going to go right back through 50s. And does it? Kind of for a second, but then not really. And then I'm forced to cut it right there, which is fine. So that was, a couple $100 there in those two trades, and it's kind of just going the wrong way, and not much I can say about that. Going the wrong direction. It had blown through what I use to kind of determine momentum. It had blown through that level of the 20 SMA on the 1 minute, and then it had blown right back through down below and did not hold. And the way I took a position there was a little bit premature in hindsight. I think in even looking ahead, I could have been able to tell that that wasn't an appropriate place to take an order. Okay, so that was a mistake. LYT was a mistake. creep lower, 2x, trade back to back, reversing level after back check. And those are just a couple of the ways that I conceptualize these moves. It's like it checks high and then it reverses, or it goes through a significant level of resistance from above and it pops high, and then like even right here on this second 1 minute candle, it pops high again, testing higher, and is even rejected off that and just kind of bleeds out lower. And that's what I was buying into. And I don't know. I think it would have traded a little bit differently if it would have worked. And even the peak higher here. So, that was a mistake. Plus, gave back 200 on that, and that's okay. So, moving on. Yeah, a couple trades here. These aren't for much. Let's move this up here. It's just me taking pot shots from the lows here. I wanted to break a 50 there, and it started to reverse immediately after I bought, so no, it hesitated, and then I cut it. Yeah. But I'm still watching it for the break of 50 here. So oh wow, I get to low there. What was that? Oh no, I move it. Okay. I buy right there, it moves up. And then immediately I'm in the green. I'm like, okay, cool. And cool, I sell 49. I make a couple bucks on that. And it goes a little bit higher. But I was out for the easy money. Okay. Huh? And then LUMN. LUMN. So now let me reposition for this. LUMN, I just have the level 2 over here. And it was moving kind of funny. I forgot exactly how. But let's see. It's a very high float stock, and so this level 2 is kind of funky. Okay, take a position there on that severe retrace there relative to the movement it had earlier. It's just like the market makers moved out of the way for a second there. And I get rid of it because it's hesitating down there. Wonder if they just, oh yeah, and it keeps going lower. But then, like, I think it pops back up, yeah. And then I think it goes all the way back up to, I don't know. Yeah, okay, then it goes all the way back up here. This is over time now. Okay. It's consolidating. And then it breaks through. Yeah. Yeah, now this is on my main screen. My music just started playing. Yeah. All right. I just thought that was interesting the way that moved. How suddenly it just like flashed after being so controlled for so long. And maybe I can get a pic of it going sort of parabolic. Yeah. If you look here, it just keeps grinding upwards and upwards and upwards and upwards, all the way to $5 after that stuff. So, yeah, those are hard. Those are hard to gauge because the resolution takes so long, and as small cap traders, um, if you were to do that on every stock, um, and maybe just set a stop at the lows, it wouldn't work. But if you would just do it on these high float stocks, actually that might have validity there. So interesting that high floats tend to trend. I can write that down. High floaters tend to trend. All right, and I think that's going to be it for the wrap today. I don't see anything significant. LUM there breaking above 5, but yeah. Cool. I will catch you guys on the floopity floop. Thanks for watching. Day trading is risky. This is not investment advice. It's just what I did today. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Peace.